Hello everybody, welcome to an MCN. Normally I start off with and I might change it up from time to time when I do the kind of these are the stories things, but there's not like anything major that's going on in the community, so I think it's probably best when it's times like this, there's not a lot to go over. Let's just cut to the chase with things. So let's get right to the chase with the first thing. I think the first thing is to remind everybody on Friday. I mean, this is how it goes. On Thursday night, I recorded the MCN, and unfortunately on Thursday night, we had information that the team player solo event had been changed, which you can see in game. So we'll just bring that up for you to see. So if you didn't know already, this particular event, which was very much a case of bringing in Guillotine and Guillotine 2099, then got an extra kind of way that you could get a point, which was Fights in Alliance, Quest and Alliance Wars, excluding Practice Mode, will grant you points. You can get 2 points, and that will mean that the process is a little bit more easier, and of course it's still 50 fights in order to get all of the solo event done. Again, it's up to you how you approach this. We kind of looked at the best kind of practices for dealing with this. Is it still the same points? Is it still 50 points? Yeah, still 50 points. So it's easily smashed. But yeah, Kabam changed it as was reported on. I think it was this was close to the day that. Well, I recorded it late on Thursday, and this went out early Friday time, my time, and it's the video's already done by then. But it's good. It's good that Kabam did that. So thumbs up to Kabam. Well done for doing that and changing that. And now on to actual substantial news, or interesting news, or helpful news. And that is all about the Legends title that's in. And this is the thing about clearing up a confusion. So the Legends title that's in Incursions for getting level 25 or into zone 25 in Sector 6 of Incursions is not a Legends token. So we'll talk about Legends tokens in the second video of today, but those Legends, that Legend title token or ticket is not a token you need for the upcoming Legends event. This has been confirmed by Kabam Mike, who says that nope, the Legend celebration kicks off next week, August 16th, and all the tokens you need will be available during that event. So if you remember when we covered this particular Legends celebration event from the live stream, because remember Kabam have already live streamed information about this particular event, we learnt that the token 1 will be found in the calendar. Token 2 will be found in the challenge. Token 3 will be found by doing arena, and that's how you get the 3 tokens. And I think it's very much exclusive to Paragon players, but we'll find out more about that as the days kind of progress on, as things get revealed. So that at least gives you a little bit of information. Now over to part 2 of all of this, and it's people understanding that as this player said Kabam's Google Translate cost my friend the Legends badge. Well, believe it or not, my friend has the game on Spanish, and when he reads the Legends Incursion Challenge, it didn't say anything about having it done only in solo mode. So he went ahead with another friend and both got to level 25. Guess what? They didn't get the Legends token. He even sent me a pic of what his challenge says, and it's true, there's nothing that indicates that it has to be done on solo. Kabam clearly has to check their translator, because this simple mistake cost my friend a lot of items and his time. Please, Kabam, double check simple text that you put on your game. Look at the pics below and evidence of everything. And it's kind of I think goes hand in hand with this. Well, they may be wanting the Legends title rather than the token. Maybe that's the confusion as well. It just depends on I don't know Spanish, so I don't know how this kind of translates down to you. If you're Spanish, you might be kind of going well, it gave the indication of it, it didn't give the indication of it. Maybe this particular player and the player he's referring to misunderstood that this is a title token as opposed to anything. I mean, we'll just click at it in game and bring that particular token up. So hopefully Kabam did make that very clear. So awarded for completing the Zone 25 in solo threat, level 6 legendary incursions can be traded in for a special Legends title in the featured store from September. Now, here's where the twist is. does it say solo for those particular Spanish players? So that's going to be important as well. Let's just kind of like bring that up, like how Kabam have translated it. So they've translated it like that. So in this particular one, en las. Well, I guess not then. That's an interesting one. I don't know whether or not we put what's solo. Solo is solo in Spanish. So that's something that may not be communicated. Look, that's going to be down. It's going to be down to these particular players to and the Spanish community to go. Look, we did this. We thought we could do it as a team. It did not work out, and it didn't give the right translation to indicate that this must be performed solo. The way that, you know, for me, it definitely says on this that it's got solo. It says, where is it? In solo. So you kind of go like, okay, in solo threat level 6, but it looks like it's. Well, again, I don't know. If the translation's bad, and that's down to Kabam. Don't know. I don't think anybody's really sympathetic on all of this, but oh no, they are. Well, no, some people are laughing about it. Yeah. Okay, so the translation, someone says, awarded for completing Zone 25 in Threat Tier 6 raids can be redeemed for a special Legends title in a featured. Yeah, that's important. I don't know why people find it funny for, because it's just like, that's interesting. Last time I checked, Kabam doesn't own Google. That's true. I think they've limited down a lot of things. I think Kabam had translators that they kind of like send stuff to, but I think they're looking to kind of like, they became a bit more, what is it, streamlined, frugal with their kind of staffing and maybe what they pay services wise. So yeah, like I don't know if the Kabam nowadays just like run stuff through Google Translate. They've definitely not responded to this, but this was a discussion that started off on the 12th. So when was the 12th? That was Saturday, so yesterday. So Kabam may respond to this and they may apologize for it as well. So that's something that's going to be quite important. So yeah, in any case, looks like it's an L for Kabam on that and how to explain it. Because you might go, well, I'll just go in with the duos and I'll probably get it. And also they may be assuming that last time the same thing would be, you know, last time you could go in with a buddy and people were able to kind of like farm you through the incursions, which is different this time. So yeah, a lot of breakdown in communication, which is something, you know, Kabam seem to be doing a lot at the moment, is breaking down the communications. Now we're on to Filament store costs. Now this is something that is very interesting because the cost may be seen as more for Paragon. Of course, you get better things being a Paragon player versus Thronebreaker, but the cost in comparison is a lot higher. And Kabam's rationale from this is, I guess it kind of like confuses matters, especially on what you can buy, volumes you can buy, and stuff like that. So you can see there's definitely like weird kind of correlations here going like, okay, well, you can get a tier 5 Cosmic ISO 8 that translates across as being 724 versus 226. Yes, it's a tier 6 versus a tier 5, but you kind of go like, well, shouldn't it be a higher volume you get in one particular sitting? But yeah, apparently Paragon players get a lot more, and that's the reason behind it. So I'm not going to go into too many details. You can check out the link in the description to kind of have a look more about the comparison about side right and side left. But yeah, if you want to find out like the reason, like, what is the deal with that? Like, I was interested as well with how the costing breaks down. So Kabam Jack says, first off, hey, these prices are not a mistake. From the game team, the cost was higher due to Paragon players having access to more currency throughout the event. And we've covered this a little bit. I do have to go back and have a look at how the currency breaks down because I got it wrong, but technically got it right. There's another video in that one, and I've got to clean up the spreadsheet, but that's another story for another day. And this kind of like work that I have to do on getting these spreadsheets out as soon as possible and making sure we have enough info, even though it's not really clear from Kabam, like, well, how much you get of this, do you get enough of this, what can you spend it on, and stuff like that. So more on that in another video, and obviously tidying up the spreadsheet, further explanation and dissection on this one, and a closed thread, because it just kind of like, you know, I think people agree, disagree on stuff. As always, everyone, rewards are balanced based on progression as an overall set. Comparing one item may look jarring, but overall, I assure you, Paragon have access to better rewards. Additionally,
okay.
Oh god, hang on, I've got something playing in the background. What the heck?
Yeah.
There we go. Additionally, because Paragon players have access to Thronebreaker rewards, you are given the ability to purchase the cheaper set of rewards. And then if you want more, buying more is still an option. So that kind of like gives you hopefully an idea on stuff. So yeah, like we've got the body filaments store right here. Swipe down, swipe down, swipe down, and then kind of going. Oh, well, you don't. Like I don't. That's odd, isn't it? Purchase the cheapest set of rewards. It kind of gives the indication that we'll have access to the, like if I was a Paragon player, I'd have access to the Thronebreaker stuff, but I don't. I don't have access to it, so I don't think it makes sense. Any case, bit of a weird one, I think, for this particular side quest and this month. I'm interested in next month more than I'm interested in this month because we have that new Paragon challenge thing that's coming in. So I'm excited for that and a lot of other stuff coming into game. But it's very weird this month. Very weird. A few more videos to cover this. And also, as I said, spreadsheet's got to be done. Now, something for this video that I'm only doing for this moment is global chat. If you saw the video on Friday, you might have missed it. So to kind of like bring you up to like this situation, is Kabam have tightened their terms of service, and you will now find a lot more frequent times that if you go into global chat, spout a lot of rubbish, you're gonna get banned. Okay, this is weird. And this may be the reason that Kabam are cleaning stuff up. I've been floating around on for about 2 to 3, maybe 5 minutes of global just to see, you know, like what things are being said. And actually, it's been quite civil. It's been civil. People haven't fallen out. But I don't know, maybe because it's a Sunday and, you know, everyone's kind of like relaxing. And there's been no edgy things being posted. But this may be something that Kabam are doing to clean up this. Clean up global chat. I'm kind of like just about to kind of go to the next screen. And I'm just going to think, like, is it going to be a moment where I see something kind of throw up that's kind of like, you know, offensive, naughties, getting past the censors. But this may be the reason, and I will now go to it. Now, okay, this may be the reason that a lot of accounts are being kind of hit if they're saying anything inappropriate. As you can see here, it says your account was suspended for inappropriate language or behavior. From what I gather, this was from somebody that put something in global chat, for example, tried to get past the censorship and then was targeted. So I don't know if Kabam put in something new or something that they've then tied in with the new changes to terms of service, as I said they were going to be putting in, or something that's maybe kind of like stronger, more stringent with making sure that, you know, we got a cleaner interaction on global chat. But yeah, really, really weird. There was a reason that for a time I did turn off global chat, and maybe it's a case that I might consider in the future turn it back on. But I'm dubious. I need to be brought back in. I need reassurance for Kabam that this is going to be sorted. So maybe we'll see, like, you know, if things have been actually cleaned up. I'm still looking, and I'm not seeing anything. People are like still being very civil and polite to each other. So this is really refreshing to see, and I'm surprised, and a good kind of surprised. Now, just finally, this is your arena results for Cassie and for Angela. So we've got some really better results than previous, and I don't know if that's, you know, just in case people weren't more interested in Kindred last week. So we've got 36.2 mil, position 323. That's the best one. I mean, lowest 64 mil, position 44 for Angela. Cassie, 23 position 52. Really strange because like 30 mil 267, so there's a jump there with that. My predictions for round 2 are as follows. Angela, 38 mil should bag you the 6-star quite comfortably. 5-star 25 mil, we didn't get much when in line of the information for that. 6-star for Cassie, 28 mil, probably around about that level, maybe a little bit below. We'll have to see with more results trickling in. And a 5-star version, 12 mil. So there you go. Those are the results and predictions. And finally, thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you to those that support the channel as a YouTube member and as a patron. Also on Twitch and all that particular stuff, if you still do that. Also, thank you, and check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all later on for a Legends event deep dive. Yes, we'll talk about that. Cheers, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.